Welcome children. Today we continue with chapter 5 of Geography, Natural Vegetation and Wildlife for Standard 9, and this is the third part and concluding part of this lesson. Today we look into the topic that is wildlife. Now India is also rich in its fauna and these pictures show it. We have a variety of animal species, birds, fishes and insects. Now let us look into the statistics. India has more than 90,000 animal species. It has more than 2,000 species of birds. Now both animals and birds constitute 13% of the world's total wildlife. And that's not all. There are 2,546 species of fishes. Now these fishes account for 12% of the world's stock. Now India has between 5 and 8% of the world's amphibians, reptiles and mammals. So after going through the statistics, our country is very rich in its fauna. We have all kinds of animals here. You can see we have the elephant, the biggest mammal, tigers, lions, bears, variety of birds. From small to big, all kinds of animals are found in India. Now the elephant, which is the most majestic animal among the mammals, are found in India. And where are they found? In the hot, wet forest of Assam, Karnataka and Kerala. Now we also have the one-horned rhinoceros, which lives in the swampy and marshy lands of Assam and West Bengal. Now in the arid areas, that is the Thar desert, we find the camel. Another arid area, that is the Run of Kutch, we find here the wild ass. Now some other animals are also found in India, like you can see here the wild ass, the Indian bison, you can see the nilgai, which is the blue bull, chausinga, which is the four-horned antelope. We also find the gazelle, different species of monkeys and deers. Children, did you know that India is the only country in the world that has both tigers and lions in its forest? The natural habitat of the Indian lion is in the Gir forest, which is in Gujarat. The tigers are found in the forest of Madhya Pradesh, the Sundarbans of West Bengal and the Himalayan region. Another important animal of prey which belongs to this cat family is the leopard, is also found in these regions. Now in the Himalayas also we see a number of other animals which can survive the extreme cold. They are yak and shaggy horned wild ox. Now Ladakh, which is at a very high altitude, freezing, is a home for the yak and the shaggy horned wild ox, which weighs around 1 ton. There are also other animals like the other animals found in the Himalayan region are the Tibetan antelope, the Bharai, that is the blue sheep, the wild sheep, Tibetan wild ass. Some other rare species of animals also found in the Himalayan region. They are the snow leopard, the red panda, ibex and the Himalayan brown bear. Now in the rivers and the lakes and in the coastal areas, what kind of animals we find here? Okay, the animals found in the rivers, lakes and coastal areas are crocodiles, gharials, water snakes and turtles. The largest saltwater crocodile in the world is found in Orissa in Bhitarkanika Wildlife Sanctuary. Now, bird life in India is also very, very colorful. We have plenty of colorful birds, right from peacocks, ducks, parakeets, cranes, pigeons, etc. So these pictures show the variety of birds that are found in India. You can see there are peacock, pigeons, ducks, parakeets, cranes, pigeons. Now during winter, different types of migratory birds come to India, and they are mostly found in the wetlands of India. They are very popular there. During winter, the Siberian crane, you can see here, they migrate from Siberia because it is very cold there, so they come to Run of Kutch in Gujarat, okay, because it's a favorable climate there. So they migrate from Siberia to Run of Kutch, and that's the place where we see these migratory birds in winter. Now, in the Run of Kutch, where the desert meets the sea, we see some beautiful pink plumage birds called flamingos. They come here in thousands to build nest mounds from the salty mud and raise their young ones. It is one of the most extraordinary sights in the country. We also have a variety of fishes in India. They are used for commercial, that is for sale. Some of them are Now, some of the commercial fishes are like the flying fish, the needlefish, rice fish, Bombay duck. They're very popular. Fish is a very important source of food for us because it provides a lot of nutrition. A variety of insects are found in India, and these insects are very helpful. They help in pollination of flowers, crops, and fruit trees. There are hundreds of species of moths found in our country, and one of the beautiful moth is the Luna moth. Now there are many edible crops which are grown in our country. There are many medicinal plants which we use them, and we have selected some animals such as the milch animals which provide us with milk. They are cow, buffalo, and goat. Now all these animals are so useful. You can see as the hen lays the egg, is a very nutritive food. Fish is a nutritive food. Apart from the milk that we get from cows and buffaloes, they can be used as draught power. Draught power means they help in pulling the load, and also as a means of transportation. Excessive exploitation of plants and animal resources by human beings has disturbed the ecosystem. About 1,300 plant species are endangered and 20 species are extinct. Quite a few animal species are also endangered, and some have become extinct. Every species, right from an insect to an elephant, has an important role in the ecosystem. Hence, conservation is essential. Now let us look into what are the causes of threats and why we need to conserve, and what steps the government has taken to conserve our ecosystem. Now let us see the causes of threats for our flora and fauna is hunting by greedy hunters who hunt down our animals for their skin, for their teeth, okay, and to earn profit. These are mostly done for commercial purposes. Then the second is pollution due to chemical, industrial and acid deposits that take place, spoils the flora and fauna. Third is reckless cutting of forests to bring land under cultivation and inhabitation. So in this way we lose so many plants and animals. And the next one is the introduction of alien species. Now if we bring in a lot of plants from outside our country and let them grow, they might overpower the plants that are growing in our country, and the ones that are growing in our country may become extinct due to the overpower of these alien species. Now our government has taken many steps to conserve our wildlife, And the first is it has set up about 18 biosphere reserves in our country. Now here are the names of the 18 biosphere reserves that have been set up in our country. To name a few, it is Nanda Devi in Uttarakhand, Manas in Assam, you can see Amarkantak in Madhya Pradesh, then you can see Sundarban in West Bengal, Nilgiris in Tamil Nadu and Kerala, Gulf of Mannar in also Tamil Nadu, then we have the Great Nicobar, Andaman and Nicobar Islands. These are some of them, but the whole list of 18 are given in this slide. Out of the 18 biospheres that have been set up in our country, 10 have been included in the World Network of Biosphere Reserves. So you can see in this slide they are marked in green. I've marked all the 10 that have been selected for the World Network of Biosphere Reserves. You can see they are Sundarban, Nokrek, Manas, Nanda Devi, Simlipal, Panchmarthi, Amarkantak, Nilgiri, Gulf of Mannar and Great Nicobar. The government is also giving financial and technical assistance to many botanical gardens in our country since 1992. Now many eco-development projects have been started. Some of them are like the Project Tiger, Project Rhino and Project Great Indian Bustard. Now tiger reserves have been set up in Assam and West Bengal, even to protect the rhinoceros, one-horned rhinoceros reserves have been set up in Assam and West Bengal, and another one is set up in Jammu and Kashmir to protect the Indian bustard. Now the government of India has set up 103 national parks, 535 wildlife sanctuaries and zoological gardens to take care of our natural heritage. Now in order to protect the wildlife, the government has also passed an act called the Wildlife Protection Act in 1972. So anyone who is found hunting and poaching will be punished. Now children, the natural vegetation and wildlife are the natural wealth of our country, and we are all aware that the natural ecosystem is very important for our survival. You see children, the plants gives us food and timber, medicinal plants give us medicines, the animals give us milk, meat, okay, and you can see even the fishes, they provide us with lots of nutritive food, insects help in pollination. So to keep this balance we need to conserve it, and we all must contribute towards conservation of our natural wealth. With this we conclude the chapter. Please do view and subscribe. Thank you.